Evidently, Rod Blagojevich knows his T.S. Eliot. His 18th-month saga, there's no other word to describe it, his saga of alleged corruption and misdeeds ended with a whimper rather than a bang. Blagojevich refused to take the stand, telling Judge Sagel that under advice of counsel, he decided against it. Now, this is after months of proclaiming his innocence, months of saying that he would take the stand, interpret the tapes, tell the people of Illinois and the world that he never committed a crime or touched a dime. Now, Blagojevich did not stay so mum once he left the courthouse.
I felt all along and believed all along that I was going to testify. The government told us that their case was going to be something like 4 months, and as a result of what they said their case was going to be, we operated under the assumption that I was going to testify. There's no secret that there's a division among my lawyers, especially between father and son, Sam Adams Jr. and Sam Adams Sr. Sam Jr. still, at this moment, wanted me to testify, and frankly, so did I. But I relied on the judgment, ultimately, and the advice of Sam Adams Sr., who's the coach of our team. After 49 years of experience, and when we sat in my living room until 11:30 at night on Monday night, after talking about this issue right after the government rested their case, and finalizing the decision almost up until midnight Monday night, Sam Adams Sr.'s most compelling argument, and ultimately the one that swayed me, was that the government, in their case, proved my innocence. They proved I did nothing illegal, and that there was nothing further for us to add, and that he believed it was prudent to rest the case. And when you rest the case, that means you can't take the stand and testify. Now, I also would like to say that I've learned a lot of experiences from, I've learned a lot of lessons from this whole experience, and perhaps maybe the biggest lesson I've learned is that I talk too much. Thank you. Governor.
Now, the father-son duo, despite their disagreement, are confident that they can emerge from this case victorious.
I don't understand you media talking about him not testifying. What happened to Resco? You don't follow that. We heard all those stories about Resco. Stuart Levine, they said constantly they were going to call all these witnesses for 4 months, and they never did.
Jackson.
Yeah, Congressman Jackson. Valerie Rama Man. Thank you. Sorry, Lana Manuel. Valerie Jarrett. They're going to call all these people to show that we tried to, the governor tried to sell a sentence. You heard all those things. Crime free and all. They never called them. You guys in the media ought to get on that case. Why aren't you on that case? They're the ones that failed to prove the case here. Why Mary and Sam, we will.
What would be the harm in the governor taking the stand to explain what he said?
The law is clear. The burden of proof is on the government. They did not meet their burden of proof, and I think the jury can say that.
Now, Blagojevich's defense team is correct about one thing. The judge did throw out charges that Blagojevich attempted to arrange a state contract to Bear Stearns with the teacher's retirement system. So, you know, that's a couple charges down, 20 plus more to go. He still faces a couple centuries in prison. So it's really going to be up to Sam Adams Jr. in his closing statement, which will come early next week, possibly Monday, possibly Tuesday, depending on what Judge Sagel decides the time limits will be on such things, to really hammer home to the jury that Blagojevich was all talk. He'll have an uphill climb, as Judge Sagel put it, because conspiracy is a crime of words. From Illinois State House News, I'm Bill McMorris.